What's up, YouTubers? Welcome back to the channel. Dickie Does Audio. Wanted to do a quick video on the Klipsch r115 subwoofer. A lot of the amplifiers on these subwoofers are failing on people, and a replacement amp is $200 to $215, I believe. So I have two of these subs, and unfortunately on both of them the amplifier went out. So the first time that the amp went out on me, I pulled the amp and I noticed a spot on the board that was a little bit burnt, just ever so slightly. There was a little bit of a brown ring. So I figured, what the hell, what could it hurt? Let me see if I can fix this. So I went, bought a $10 or $12 soldering iron and the solder and everything that I needed to fix it. Now, I've never soldered anything before in my life. Didn't really practice on anything. I didn't have anything to practice on. So my soldering is horrible. But it works, and it's doing the job so far for me. So that being said, back here, I got one of the amps, because on both of my subs, the amps went out on both of them. One went out roughly 2 months or so before the other. So whenever I fixed the first one, I thought I would fix the second one. Well, whenever I went to fix the second one, I didn't replace one of the, it's two caps, and I only replaced one of them because I didn't think that the other one looked bad. I didn't think I needed to. Well, that second amp, it only worked for like maybe about a month and a half, and then after that it took a crap on me. So this amplifier right here that looks terrible with the terrible soldering job right there, that's horrible. I know it is, but it works. And I'll show you guys the caps that are going bad in these, or which the caps that I believe anyway, the caps that I've replaced, and the amplifier started working again. So I'm pretty sure that that's them. So on this amp right here, same spot, you can see right here whenever I put them together. This one, I did a little bit of a better job soldering, but I only replaced just this cap right here, which I'll show you in a second as soon as I flip it over, but I only replaced the one and not the one on the inside here. On this one, I tried to replace both of them, and that's why the board got so hot, and I just flat out melted it. But thankfully, luckily for me, it still works. So, all right, let me flip this over, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. On this amp, this is the one cap right here that I replaced. You can see right there, where it's a little burnt right there. And now you see this little, I would call it a platform, I guess, maybe. I'm not sure, but it's a big flat surface of solder. Not all of the little dots, but just the bigger surface right there. That's where this one cap back here goes to. And I think this one might be the one that's actually causing all of the problems. But you see this guy right here. I can get my finger back. This one right here, with the 3 little rings or 4 little rings around him. This is the one that I didn't replace on this board, but I did replace on the other one. The other amp still works and works fine. This amp took a crap on me after a month or so. So I'll show you real quick with this amp right here. I think that this one is blue. Yeah, you can see where I changed that cap out, where this one is blue. And like I said, obviously my solder job's horrible, but this one is still the factory brown, or if it's supposed to be brown, I'm not sure. But so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and see if I can't put this back in just real quick. Throw a couple screws in there, and I'll plug it in just to show you guys that it does work. And like I said, it works flawless, no problems whatsoever, and I've had it going for over a year now. Now let me take the okay, and it's off. Flip it. Well, hold on. While it's off, I'll show you. I have no green light right here where you're supposed to. This is your indicator light. Flip it on, and we have green light. And everything, when I turn everything on, it works, you know. So if this helps you out, you know, hopefully it does. Hopefully it helps out a lot of people. You know, if you can go out and spend $15 on a cap and a soldering iron and you know, some solder, and you can do this yourself, that's great. You know what I mean? That way that you don't have to spend $215 on a new amp. So if anything like this, you know, if this interests you or whatever, then subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep trying to put out some stuff like this in the future. Thanks.